Okay, we're good to go. Okay. Well, welcome everybody. It's a pretty nice Thursday out there, I think, depending on where you're at. I did look outside today. It looked nice. John's full on out there experiencing the outside, so good for him. Rest of us are stuck in here. All right. Well, yeah, if you guys have any let's just jump right into it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just raise your hand and we'll get into things. There, I see Rajat has his hand open or up there first. That I
Okay,
notice. So, yeah, we'll shoot with you. How are things going?
it's going great, Jason. Quick question, just basic questions. I was just setting up a few of for my clients,
Mm-hmm.
and do the, uh, do the client has to actually get into the CRM to access this? I just got a little mixed up with the admin, from where he can actually access the admin panel
Yep.
outside.
Yep, you can access the admin that leaderboard panel.
Yeah.
That leaderboard panel can be accessed from outside of high level.
Okay. So basically, we do not need to give the access of high level if we are setting up all the promotions and everything for them. We can
Right.
just give them that leaderboard link and pretty much it.
Yeah, the only thing they need would need access to, or you do it for them or schedule it or something, is to send out the weekly messages.
Yes, because we do everything for them. It's
Yeah.
100%. So basically, they are not doing anything. So it's just they're gonna check in people, and they so basically what we are trying to do is give them the check-in QR code printed out,
Okay.
giving them so three printouts I'm giving them: one QR code for check-in, one QR code for joining the VIP Insider Club, one QR code style there if they want to access their, if the client want to access their panel, because
Yeah,
sometimes they tend to forget it.
sure.
So
That's a good
basically,
idea.
and then direct access to the promotional manager as well.
Yeah,
The
awesome.
four type of QR codes we are giving it to them.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
can you put that into some, that'd be cool if you could put that into some kind of booklet or something for them so they know
Sure.
where they're going, or you know what
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
mean?
And
Yeah.
where do we access that leaderboard? Which link we need to send them to access the leaderboard as an admin?
You can actually if you are in your your
Yeah.
administration panel, there
Okay.
where it says manage rewards, you can
Yeah.
actually just send them that link, or you can use the link that is I was just working on a client thing there. If we go to restaurants, you can go to leaderboard. You can just copy any one of these links that are up here. Like you could copy this link right here and then use that as your QR code. And then anytime they go there, it's going to send them to their promotions manager.
Perfect. And if we need to give so complete leaderboard, they can access us. And is that also the admin password I remember we have set up? So is that be gated for them?
It's not gated, no.
Okay. So why do we have that password? Like I may be wrong, but I wasn't sure.
Which password?
The admin password,
The
which we
license
set up
key?
in. Yes, exactly.
The license key is gated. Yeah, if they don't have that license key, then nothing will load on
Oh,
that
okay.
page.
Okay. Perfect. Because I remember there was in the setting column, it did say access admin password.
Oh yeah, that's for something different. That is for um so we've had people ask if we can make this password protected as well.
Okay.
Um we haven't done that yet, but I mean that could be on the that could be an option. The admin password is for this under I think it's under rewards, admin tools. This is to like process vouchers and stuff like that. It'll ask for a password there.
Oh, okay.
We could potentially, I can look into it and see if we want to create like you can have a setting to make this password protected.
Yeah, because
And
it's
then they
gonna
put
be
their admin
easy.
password in.
Yeah, then in that case, I don't have to give any access to them. The person can actually, the restaurant owner can only go to this leaderboard, put their password in, and just access it from outside rather than going back into GHL and doing all those things.
Yeah. So yeah, it was built to be in here, but you could potentially, like I said, like you can have it accessible outside of high level,
Okay.
um, by using one of those links, and it doesn't ask them for a password to log in, um, but you have to have that specific URL.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Welcome. Amanda, how are you doing? Oh, you have to unmute yourself.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Okay, hang on one second. I don't even know the question that we have, so
Okay.
I'm gonna get Emily.
Okay. Well, okay. Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay. Do you want to skip us?
Yeah, Emily can,
We need a minute.
when
Yep.
Emily's ready, she can come back. I
Okay,
know
cool.
Sam has a question here.
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Sam, how's it going?
Hi, buddy. How are you?
Doing good.
Good.
Doing
I'm
good. Doing
so
good. You got
excited.
different glasses from
Yeah, I have
Tuesday.
multiple pairs.
Awesome.
I am so excited. My boat rental place is getting ready to launch the rewards for their staff first to
Okay.
start. Yeah, they're going to use the video testimonials to capture user generated content on the boats from
Yeah.
the captain's perspective. And so I'm really freaking stoked. The only problem is that I'm doing something wrong where the actual record button isn't showing up.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, yeah, you bet your bippy I can.
Let's see what okay, let's take a look.
Let me see where I'm at. Let me see, because I'm doing all kinds of farting around. Oh, there. I was trying to make sure that the API, whatever, you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
This part where the red button's supposed to be isn't there.
Okay. Take that pass me copy the URL and pass it to me. Or put it in chat there.
Where am I at?
Yep.
I think, Jason, is that your screen? What is sharing? I don't know.
No, it's
Oh,
Sam's screen,
okay.
I think. I'm just looking, sorry. Sam, you can stop sharing there if you want.
Okay.
Taking a look at your page. Do you still have the code section on this, or did it accidentally get deleted?
In
On that
here.
funnel page when you when you change the design. It might be there.
I checked that. Here's the JavaScript and the code. It should be right here. Can you see it?
Yeah, okay, that's one, and then there should be another one on that page as well.
Yeah.
So scroll down to the bottom.
This one.
What's the bottom one? Yeah, okay.
The other thing, I want to take you over here.
Other. Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I want to take you here because I noticed when I was doing the custom values that there's this camera app ID.
Yeah, that should automatically get loaded. So click back. Click return to custom value locations. There. Try Try clicking remove for the Sam's Dock Eagle Crew, and then re-add it.
Okay, I'll do that, and then you can move on to
Just
the
do it
next.
right now. Let's see if it works. Let's see.
All right, okay, let's do
Let's
it.
just do it. Let's just do it. So
What
click
am
on
I doing?
add
Add
location.
location. Eagle Crew.
Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, and then let's go back.
Oh, look,
to your
sure as shit, you did it. Ha ha ha.
That's it. You know, we just had a little glitch with the system the other day. So if you notice that it's not working, then remove it and then re-add it. So if you did it, so does it show the video thing now? Video capture?
I don't know.
Maybe we're still getting an error on that page. That's different. That's that. I don't know why it wouldn't load.
Yeah, it's still not loading.
Okay, let me go check.
Oh, maybe I didn't update it?
I don't know. I'm just gonna look because I just tested it on somebody else's and theirs loaded properly. But let's go here. And it could be, yeah, it's loading on this one. So I don't know what's different about your funnel page, or let's just check. I wonder if it'd be like an older, I don't know if it wouldn't have been in like an older snapshot or something like that that you would have had. Let's go video capture page. I'm just looking on our end here too, just to see what's different between ours and yours. That. You know, we only have the 2 sections on there. Can I get you to share your screen again? Can we take a quick look at your?
Yeah.
Go back to your page there. So click on the first one. I don't think any changes would have happened with the first one. Click on the bottom one. That looks like it's the same. That looks like it's the same. Scroll down. Yeah. Okay. That is, yeah, a little bit weird. Hit publish. what else? Like, so try preview that page again. Like, if I do this, like, we don't have a problem. This one's working. That one's. Go back to your, let's just check one thing. Go back to your page. You have like, so if you click on that that JavaScript there, the first, let's roll start your crew clip, and you go to advanced. It's showing on both. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I might just have to schedule something with you and take a look because I'm not real. I have no idea
Okay.
why that's not rolling because everything's there. So it looks like it's the same as what we have on ours, and ours are all working. So,
I'll fart around with it some more. Maybe
I
there's
just can't
something.
think. I can't think. Yeah, I could just can't think of
It's all good.
why it's not rolling. If we remove that other sub account and then re-added it, go check one thing. Go check your custom values. Go click back and then go check your custom values and see if that ID was added. Yeah, so now you got the camera app ID in there now. So that's important. You didn't have it before.
Maybe I just need to clear my cache or whatever.
Yeah, maybe like just hitting publish on that page again would make a difference, but
I'll fart around with it. It's something stupid, I'm sure.
it's something weird. Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure because everything's loading. I just and we're not getting errors because of that, so I'm just not sure why that's not showing.
I'll figure it out.
Empty cache and hard reload.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. No, yeah, I was just like talking to myself as a. Yeah, so weird. Okay. Might have to just like try. What if we try you could try reload that page. I don't know what would have changed though. Anyways, okay, we'll chat about it again in a minute.
Yeah, you do your thing. I'm just gonna fart around over here and see what I can do.
Yeah, super weird. Okay. Amanda and Emily, you guys are. Is Emily back?
She just ran away, but she was right back, right here.
Okay, I just saw her there a second ago, and then why?
It's open now. Okay. I'll be right back. You guys look in there.
Important. Okay. Can they hear us?
Hey,
Okay, yeah.
how's it going?
Hi, good. Okay, so the thing that we are struggling with, or that I have a question about, is that workflow that we built for the membership tiers. It is still, there are some members that are not on the monthly, that are not, when their card processes, it is not showing that it's updated. And I wondered, I woke up in the middle of the night the other night, and was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if it's because when we set them up, we used the point of sale system through Go High Level instead of a form, or instead of doing it like they did it on our website or whatever.
Right.
So I'm wondering if there's something that we can do. I mean, we're not going to use that anymore if that's the case, but every once in a while when somebody's in store, we will use the point of sale to set the membership up, but for some reason it's not. I wondered if that's why they're not showing up.
Can you through that point of sale, can you select the product and have them
Yep.
subscribe for a subscription?
Yep.
Then you would
But
think
the thing
that
that's
it's the
interesting
same
about it is,
subscription, or is it? Yeah, I wonder if it creates.
hold on, I gotta turn you up. I can't hear you.
Yeah, no,
Alexa,
it was
pause.
the only thing that I could think of is if you did it through the point of sale system, it should still be the same subscription because the way we have it set up, the only way that they wouldn't get triggered, um, for that is if they were signed up for a different product. Do you know what I mean? For the renewal,
So
if for
only
some
the-
reason the subscription was a different subscription than the ones that you have in there for the um when the payment happens.
So it shouldn't be that because I'm using the
Yeah.
same product. But what I did notice also is that it is not in Stripe. When I go to the back end of Stripe, if we've used the point of sale, it is basically like creating a one-time invoice. It's not actually setting the lifetime
Yeah.
membership up.
Yeah, so
So
that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if like through the point of sale, it will create like a new subscription for like a new product that's not the same product as like it takes the details of the product, but it creates a different subscription.
okay.
I wonder,
So
like that's just a guess. Like I'm not really sure.
yeah. So I guess we may not have an answer for this today. I don't know what to do with
The only
those.
thing you could potentially do is in Stripe, switch them to that other product.
Okay.
You can change their subscription, like you can cancel one subscription and start
Yeah.
them on a different subscription.
Okay.
But you'd have to do it manually in Stripe.
Okay.
So if they have like if you looked at them and it doesn't say the actual like
Yep.
subscription that they should be on,
Yeah.
you can cancel that one and then
Okay. Okay. All right.
start them on the other one, and then that should work because then
Okay.
you're collecting payment for that specific product.
Okay. That was I mean, we have some other things, but that's probably the biggest thing that we need to work on, is getting that handled. So that was going to be
Getting
my,
those customers all moved
yeah.
in there, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that workflow was not starting subscriptions on the vault stuff at all. Is that something that we, like the two that I?
You guys move on. We'll talk.
Okay.
And if I have another question, I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody else has any questions for today, yeah, please yeah, just raise your hand, let me know. If anybody has anything they want to chat about, absolutely let us know.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Jason?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Question: did you, with the new Google review cards, so
Yep.
that it goes to capture the client information before it puts it in GHL? Did you update a current snapshot for that, or is that a whole new snapshot, or how do I get a?
You don't even need so you just I didn't create a separate one. You just have to install the regular review snapshot and then just have probably you have to have the business logo and then the Google review link in there. If you have those two things in there, you can use that same card. You can use the same you don't have to change anything. So I was gonna create one that just has the two custom values in there instead of everything else. But you could just install that regular snapshot and then add the logo to our back end, and then also add um, the Google review link, and then it'll work.
Okay, so I already have. I've been using this snapshot for a couple of years, so I
Yeah,
have
so
to
you should be fine to
download the
go.
new one. Okay.
You don't even need to download a new one. If you just have those two custom values in there, you'll be fine. So, like, so for example, I'll just always go down to here because I keep adding custom values. Yeah. So just like the review business logo and the Google review link. If you have those two things in here, you don't even have to fill anything else out if you don't want to. But if you have those two in there, it should work. You could potentially even also just copy this or copy the
Jason, are
custom
you trying to
values.
share your screen? Because
Oh yeah, sorry, I
showing.
was trying to. I didn't even try. I just totally forgot. Yeah, so back here in the reviews, smart reviews one, under reviews, edit custom values, then have a review business logo custom value, and then a Google review link custom value. You could potentially even you would still add it to our back end, Like you would still add location to manage, but then you could potentially just add those two custom values and you'd be fine. That system should work. I haven't tested it, but that's my theory anyway. Yeah, so I could probably actually it'd probably take me like 2 minutes to create a snapshot that was like NFC tap card only, and then to drop that in there that has two custom values. All right, thumbs up. I appreciate it. All right, does anybody, yeah, let's keep going. Here, hit me with your questions for today. It's a great Thursday, another short week here. Um, yeah, I hope everyone had a good Easter break there last week. I know we did. I feel like I'm still recovering. I feel like last night, I actually started feeling good again after spending like 4 days with like friends and family. But we're all good. So let's see. Reviewing Walk the Beat. No. Uh, sorry, I gotta grab that. Michael. Yeah, if you're gonna post this. Oh, right. Okay. So let's just take a look at it right now because we can have another discussion about this. I have no problem with that at all. Um, okay, here we go. Yeah, and you just put it in chat here too, so that's awesome. Okay, so um doing a scavenger hunt. I like this idea. I know the downtown committee here for Kelowna, they've done scavenger hunts before where you would go in and you would scan QR codes at different businesses. And when you go and scan those QR codes, you get like an entry into a contest. Essentially, yeah, making it so the more businesses you go and scan, the more entries you would get um, into that contest. So you could do something very similar with our system. I don't even know if you need to use um our system specifically. I wonder if I wonder if we have to set up anything. I mean, I'd want to map it out. I think it's such a fun idea in order to add in like a local scavenger hunt for different businesses. So you get a bunch of businesses that are on board and get them to go around and scan the QR code for those ones. You could potentially even have it. Um, what else could you do? You could even have it if you just had one like passport, what we were kind of talking about. Passport template, QR code functionality. So if we had a QR code, implement QR codes at various businesses to create an interactive scavenger hunt. I think you go around to the different businesses, you take your phone, you scan the QR code, you fill out a form for that specific business. I wonder if you'd have to like do the QR code itself could probably drop the business's name into the into the form as a part of a hidden form. So you scan a QR code and the QR code for that business has the business name at the end of the QR code and then as at the end of the URL, and then that would auto populate like a form, so you know that the person hit this form, hit that thing, hit that business, and then every time they do that, they can get an entry um into a contest. So essentially, you would just have to go and tag them. And then you could decide, do you want to give them, every entry that they get, um, you could just tag them actually every time that they do one of those things. And if they get all 5 tags, then they get entry into a contest. Does that make sense? That's just something I'm throwing out there. So you could potentially have like if we just thought about it here for a second. Um, Not gonna do it at the restaurants. Let's go test center here. Boop. Okay, so like let's say we had a QR codes. We had a form set up with QR codes set up that were like um I'm gonna throw it in chat here just for a second. Actually, if I do a note. Can you guys see this notepad I have up here?
Yes, Jason, I see it.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's say we had a QR code that was HTTPS walkthebeat.com slash form, whatever form we're going to go to. And then at the end of the form, we have business equals, um, you know, uh, let's go pizza place or whatever. So that could be the business name, right? Let's just say we had that. And then in the form we have for that, let's just create a generic form. This is one way that we could do the QR code. And if you wanted to make it so that they had to um, go to all, like, say, 5 businesses in order to be entered into the contest, you could just go, let's say, custom field. Let's go add a custom field here, single line. Next. Let's go walk the beat contest business name. And then we could just go add to additional info, sure. And then that's going to create us a I put under additional. Here, we're going to drop this in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this query key just business here. So what happens is when somebody goes to this form here, this is just like whatever the embed form is or the page or the URL you have for the form, and you have business equals pizza place. So high level is automatically going to take that word business because we put it here, and it's automatically going to put pizza place in here for us.
Okay.
So this could be, I'm just rolling through a couple things here. And then we can make that hidden so it doesn't show to everybody. They just have to put their, name and phone number or whatever you need in here for that specific form.
Okay.
Obviously you'd make the form, um, however you want to make it for them to register. So then under the automation, because we gotta, they gotta scan the QR code, there's no way for us to, like, full on, if you use the same form, you could potentially use sticky contact info, so every time they go to the form they don't have to fill it back out. But
Oh, that'd be nice.
yeah, so they fill it out once, right? And then next time they go to the form, it already has their info in there. And then they don't have to fill it out again. So if we went to a workflow and we did a start from scratch here, what I'd potentially do is say, okay, we got that form submitted. Submit the form. The form is going to be that form 1 that we just created. And then I would say, what else would we do? So if the form is submitted, so we go if else, and then we're going to say, we're not going to add a tag right yet. We would do a couple things. So we would go contact details, and then we have the business name. Walk the beat business name is, if we add that there, yes, because we want to tag them based on the business name that they just did. So if it was like pizza place, okay. So if the business name is pizza place, then we want to probably duplicate this branch and do the same kind of thing. So if the business name is like, business number 2, business number 2, whatever it is, duplicate. We can have a bunch of branches here for business three, like, so save action. So that's going to give us 3 different branches. So if that
Mhm.
form is submitted and it's one of those pizza places or that business, then we're going to tag them. Add contact, select tag. We're going to create a new one. This one's going to be called pizza place. So they get tagged as pizza place, save action, same thing. We're going to add a tag here. Add contact tag. And then we'll do a new one. Let's go business 2. And then we do that for business 2, business 3, all that kind of thing for as many businesses as you want to have in here, right? And then I'd add one more thing. So now I'd do an if, and you could have this all in the same one, or so if contact details tags includes, so now you can do pizza place, um, business 2, and then all the businesses that you would have as part of that thing. So if they have a tag from each one of those businesses every time they fill out, like from all the times they filled out that form, then we want to,
Wow.
then we do something like we'd add them to a workflow to enter into a contest, or
Yeah.
we'd
Yeah.
tag, we'd do a new tag, and then you know, we could do contest entry or something like that.
Nice.
And then you could put the date on there too. So like you could be like April 2025, right? Or something like that for the new tag.
Okay.
So now what you've got is they're going to fill out this form. It's going to have the business name in there. You just need to make sure that field is the same as what's at the end of that QR code. So that pizza place is going to be the same thing in here. So we're checking to
Totally
see
true.
if they have pizza place, if they
Yep.
have business number 2, if they have business number 3.
Yep.
If they do, it's going to tag them. And then this is actually just going to be a go-to. So we're going to go back to, so each one of these would have a go-to at the end. So it comes through, it tags them, and then it goes here to check to see if they have all 5 tags.
Gotcha. Yep.
If they have all
You don't
5
have to build
tags,
it
then we're
four
going to
times.
add a new tag that says, they get the contest entry for that month.
Yep.
Let's just save that because you could add as many as you want in there. And then under, and you can go to contacts. Then you can go, I don't have any contacts in this account here anyways, but, or I guess I do. You can go filters and you can do smart list. No, sorry, let's do this. Let's do tag. Um, is it's going to be contest April 2025. And then you can save a smart list for that.
Oh, for the event. Yeah.
So you could do that. So now everybody who now you automatically have you have everybody who's entered into the whole thing, like who's gone out and gotten a couple different businesses, but they haven't got them all. Now anybody who's gone out and got each one of the tags, each one of the QR codes is then entered into the contest. And then you just have a list here of contacts that are entered into your contest. And then however you want to draw a name from everybody in there, you can do that, I suppose.
And then the GUI is on the web page or what have
Yeah.
you on the passport.
Yeah, so that would be I think the whole passport thing could potentially be different. I would have to figure out how you would want to um I like the passport idea too. So let's take a look at, so that's
Kind of
just
like your
how we could
demo
do,
though.
that's how you could do a scavenger hunt if you
Yeah.
wanted to piece one together. for a business. Like there's
Hmm.
probably ways that we could develop something to make it a little more streamlined
Uh-huh.
than that. Um, Developing a passport like template to track visits to different vendors or stations. You could do that with,
A directory?
well, you could, well, one thing you could do is, yeah, I wonder how you do that. So if you have a passport and they visited those different things and scan the QR codes, um, it would take more coding because you'd have to like load a page. You'd have to load a page and then pull the, you'd have to load a page, a funnel page, and then use the API to pull in, what tags do they have? And then based on those tags, like what logos do we want to display on that page? Um, yeah, the other way is you put like there's other ways you could potentially do a logo or something like that. Every time they visit one of those things, you add a logo to their custom fields. And then when they visit a page, you can display custom fields. That would potentially work. It
That'd be
wouldn't
kind of
save.
a scorecard, kind of nice scorecard on their phone as they
Yeah,
go through the event. And how many, blocks did you or logos did you get, you know?
yeah. Um,
Not
I
sure if
guess you
it's
can
worth
potentially
the,
even do that with with our loyalty card. It can go up to like 10 different businesses. Our loyalty card could do that every time you visit
punches it.
a business. Every time you visit a business, you could get a stamp. It just
Hmm.
wouldn't have the business's logo for each one. It would just say like you visited 10 places out of 9 places out of the 10 or whatever.
Can
Uh,
you increase that to as many? Let's say instead of 10, could you do 30 or 35?
no, not that one.
Okay.
Like potential, like it could be a totally separate thing. We'd have to develop some kind of, it would be neat. I like the idea of that having a passport. And because I've thought about that for like local business marketing. I had a really good chat with an agency who does stuff for shopping malls.
Yep.
They primarily work at shopping malls. Same kind of thing as working as like a downtown area as well, right? Because there's a bunch of
Indoor,
businesses in that
outdoor.
area,
Hmm.
and they all want to promote each other. So I mean, I know that we talked with them about doing a scavenger hunt type thing, and I've seen the mall here do scavenger hunts as well to bring people in around, um, in the fall and around Christmas, kind of add some more bonus things in there to go find different businesses. But a passport would be neat too, because then you could see the businesses that you had been to that for that visit anyways. Passport, what else could you do? You could do so, not necessarily keeping track of who they visited, but I mean using the promotion system. It wouldn't necessarily be a passport per se, but they could get uh they could see coupons for those different businesses and redeem coupons for those businesses.
That could be
So,
positive. Yep. That could be a nice
yeah,
feature.
like I like that idea. And I don't know if you would call it a passport or whatever, but um you just put in, instead of creating coupons all for and promos for the same business, you just, each promo is a different one for a different business, right? In
Right.
here, and then it still gets treated like it's one business, but it's just like one community. It ends up being more like those um those coupon booklets, you know, we used to do like the paper coupon booklets that they used to sell for like 20 bucks a piece kind of thing.
Right. Or entertainment book. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Same kind of thing. So you could use this promotion system digitally that way as well. So instead of just creating different promos for a single business, you just create a bunch of promos for different businesses instead. And then when people sign up for that, walk the beat, uh, VIP or whatever you want to call it, the insider, then they just get access to all these promos for the different businesses.
So that's presently what you already have
Yeah,
somewhat.
that's already in here. You wouldn't have to change anything to do that.
Yeah. So I could just use that and just and then perhaps improve that maybe as we take a run with it. I think
Yeah.
advancement to a I mean the system's really improving over time. I mean it's these additional sales tools you created allows us to help a lot of small businesses. So this is very, very helpful.
Yeah,
Extremely.
I think yeah, you know what? Maybe it's somewhere down the road where we add like the passport directly into the promotion system or something like that
Hmm.
down the road when we think about that too, because maybe there's just like a, especially if you're doing, because I love the idea of the community marketing aspect, right? Creating the directory. We have a brand called OK Local. We're doing the same thing with, but it's all the Okanagan. So it's like we're talking like 200 miles
Yep.
of and like let's say 10 different towns slash
Hmm.
cities kind of thing. Um, but it's a big touristy thing. People come for the summer and they go up and down the whole valley and go hit up all the wineries and all that kind of stuff. So we have OK Local, which is very similar. And it's kind of been in we have a directory already, but we've never rolled out the promotions and coupons for that directory. But I think it's a great idea, and I love those kind of things. It just helps get those businesses name out to more people, right? And if we can have coupons in there to actually get people to go into the store, that's huge. I was talking to someone the other day where we're talking about restaurants and just and it was similar to the chat that we had couple weeks ago with Nathan who was on, but we ended up just talking about like all these restaurants and all these businesses will like they'll sponsor Walk the Beat. They'll sponsor these things just to get their logo in a flyer, right? They'll spend $500 to get their logo, on the back of a brochure or something like that, or on a poster, on a banner, but they don't really get anything out of it because there's no direct response. Like there's no reason for somebody to go visit. It's like putting up a billboard, right? You're going to spend 2 grand, put up a billboard or $1,000 anyways, put up a billboard, and then there's no call to action. So the more call to actions we can give these businesses to get not force customers, but entice customers to come in, the better, because that's really where marketing is going to happen for them.
Yep. And it's the reporting that has been difficult. And so you've automated, the data that gives the reporting and the success rate, et cetera. And so that helps us position the product as well.
Yeah,
And
you
then
can
be able
even
to bring it back to the restaurants. That's something else.
you'd be able, yeah, for individual restaurants, really good. And then this one, you'd see like which businesses were more popular
Yep.
as
It
well. We'd
would
have to create
help us
a little
build
bit more
restaurants.
reporting, another reporting maybe item or dashboard here that would, if you go the community route to kind of give everybody their stats, how many people came in, how many coupons were redeemed, that kind of thing, because we can track all that. I just don't have it displayed here, but it's
Mhm.
it's definitely possible.
I'm excited. There's a lot more questions I'll have, but I think you've shared quite a bit with us today that allows me to go back in and work with the tools, and then you're again back on Tuesday, right?
Yep, for
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely.
cool.
And then if you have any specific questions, if there's something you're trying to work through, just and you're on our Slack channel, just post in our Slack channel there, and then, we'll do our best to give you some guidance there too.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome. All right, you guys. Got time for maybe one more question before we wrap up for today. Is how's everyone else doing? Is everybody doing good? Three. Oh, Sam's coming back in. Let's see here. Maybe she'll have something. Sam, you're back. Sam, did you have another question before we wrap up for today?
Oh, I can't get it to show
Okay.
this the deal.
I'll take a look. I'll take a look, and then I think I still have access to your backend. I don't know why it's not showing. It's weird to me. I'll just see if there's like some kind of glitch or something that's happening.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, okay, I'll do that as soon as we jump off here. Okay, well, anyways, everybody else, appreciate you guys joining us today. If you guys have any questions, like always, jump into the Slack channel there. Let me know what's going on, and we'll chat with you guys soon. All right. Take care, you guys. Have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend too.